Hello, it's Stefan from Guitar Gallery. We've got a good friend Lou from Sennheiser South Africa.
Thanks.
Another
Stefan.
video.
Another one. Here we are.
Another one. Neumann. We're still on Neumann.
You were still on Neumann?
You've got something very interesting for us today.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring around this mic because I really like it. It's one of Neumann's newest mics in the portfolio. It's probably released about 2 years ago, and we've been doing really well with it here in SA. It's a instrument microphone, a flexible gooseneck microphone, super robust, designed for stage and to be really, played a lot. It's got an electric capsule, which basically just means it's a condenser microphone. This is Neumann's patented KK13 cap.
Okay.
It's like a supercardioid capsule.
Yeah.
And they've actually just introduced the KK14 into market, which is an omnidirectional capsule.
Okay.
So that's something to look forward to. We haven't received those just yet, but we will be getting them soon. The MCM is an instrument microphone, and it comes with an array of different instrument clips.
So it's not just focused on one specific instrument?
No, it's a very versatile microphone.
Okay.
It ships with, as I say, different instrument clips. So depending on whether it's a grand piano you're miking up, or a brass instrument, or a violin, or even a double bass, it just comes with a series of different sized clips.
Okay, so your microphone is so versatile, or the capsule is so versatile that it can deal with most of those instruments that you've listed.
Yeah.
But the difference comes in with the attachment to the actual instrument.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've got these nice spring-loaded clips, which are actually really great. They're nice and tight, and they're also rubberized on the end, so they won't damage the instrument that they get pressed onto. But super secure clip. The mic itself then will just quite easily just clip on into the groove, and you can adjust it to whichever closeness or distance you want from the actual sound source. And again, these can handle super loud sounds. They've got a max SPL of 150 decibels. Very, very low self noise.
Okay.
So you can really crank the gain and get the best out of the microphone. It's a great sounding microphone.
And so the obvious question for me is feedback. I mean, what have they done to because we know that there is nothing better than amplifying a guitar with a microphone, or at least recording it with a microphone. So that's going to beat any pickup. But my question would be around feedback.
Yeah, it's a good question, Stefan. I mean, especially with acoustic guitars, they're susceptible and prone to quite a bit of feedback. Being a condenser cap, it's quite a narrow pickup pattern.
Okay.
It tends to eliminate a lot of background noise. Feedback rejection is high on here, so you don't get much feedback, hardly any at all, coming in. It's a very direct sound, and in all of the cases we've used it in, we haven't had that problem come up. So at this point, it's served us really well.
And what do you find? You sell it mainly to people, obviously, with instruments, I would guess. Have you found, is it more violins, or have you found more guitars? Or
for many years, I've been asked for violin pickups, and typically we haven't really had a dedicated violin mic. Something like this fills that role so well. And so we've been doing a lot of sales on violin instruments, on violin woodwind instruments. And also brass. Okay. So saxophone, trumpets, tubas.
Because that's quite a loud instrument.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the guitars that we sell, people don't actually want to cut into these beautiful tone woods. Although you'll see I have a pickup there. Yeah. But that's a nice solution to attach to your guitar. You can take it off in your guitars in its original state. That would be one of the biggest benefits. And then you've got an amazing amplified tone. So you say that is something that you can use in a live setup, in a band setup, and not just sitting at home. And
so great for orchestra use. Individual miking of instruments. The great thing here also is that it's made for certain body pack wireless transmitters. So this will work on Sennheiser's range of wireless systems, amongst others. It's a standard 3.5mm jack. But the unit itself does ship with this XLR phantom power adapter, which is great. I mean, so this can go straight into the mixer or straight into your amp, and or used wirelessly. So again, nice range of options to use it with.
Okay, Lou, so let's maybe, if you can just demonstrate how you would actually attach it to...
Sure, let me show you how this works. It's actually such a simple little procedure. So typically, I mean, you would want to probably mic up an acoustic guitar from the front. You tend to get a clearer sound from here than more of the bassier, boomier sound from the back. The unit itself is spring-loaded, so you just kind of find a place to clip it over. In this case, I think here will be good. Again, like I mentioned, nice rubber feeting, so no markings or scratching onto your instrument. And then just take your mic and sort of place it as to where you want it positioned. Typically, you'd want to give a little bit of room to just capture the air around the sound source as well. So what we would do, probably have it something like that, You don't want it to get in the way of the playing hand. So again, you just adjust it as to fit your needs, and to fit your tonal requirements. I mean, if you want a bit more treble up here, or move it down for bass. And and if you like, we can plug it in and just give it a quick listen.
We'll do that and let viewers tell us what they think. And so I think the other nice thing is you need one of these and you can transfer them to your different instruments.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So all you need to do is just buy a separate clip. These clips aren't expensive, really. And as I say, there's 9 different applications. So you get a piano clip, which is actually quite a clever design. It's a magnetic clip. So those, typically for a piano, you'd buy a stereo set. Those magnetic clips will clip into anywhere of the frame of the piano. And the double bass has a clip sort of similar to this one, except it's a lot longer. So to really go right over the body of the instrument. And then brass instruments have a brass instrument clamp that clamps onto the bell end of the unit. And they also have a universal clamp. Which is really just like a crocodile clamp that can be fitted onto pretty much anything. So guys, it's not just to say it's only for instruments. I mean, you wouldn't really record your vocals in here, but you might be recording other kinds of sound sources, and it's a great mic to capture all sorts of tiny recordings that need amplification, low volume sources that need amplification. This is a great mic for that kind of thing. So great sounding mic, really responsive, great on live instruments, but also, funny enough, working really well in a studio setting as well. I recently did a recording where I tracked some acoustic guitars with it, and they just sounded so good in the mix. Sat so comfortably.
It sounded like listening through the headphones. Obviously, sounded like there was a mic in front of the guitar, which is exactly what it is. Yeah,
they do reproduce really nicely.
And I mean, you brought one here, I think, a few weeks ago, and we sold
That's
that
right,
one,
Stefan.
I think, a day later.
Yeah, you've done well with them too yourself. Keep in mind, guys, these are available, all these mics, through Guitar Gallery, through Stefan.
Yeah, and if we don't have the answers, we phone Lou, and Lou will give it to us, and he'll make sure that you get the best solution for your sound application. Lou, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Stefan. It's
really
awesome.
Thank you. This is really something new and something different to consider.
Sure.
I think we tend to think pickups, but there are actually solutions out there.
Other solutions
where you don't have to cut into your guitar, and you can actually achieve amazing sound.
Yeah,
so
100%.
thank you so much, Lou.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, keep the MCM 114 in mind. It is really a great instrument mic.
Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, give us a shout. We'll try and get the answers, or Lou will definitely help us. And thank you for supporting us. We appreciate it a lot.
Thanks very much.
Bye.